Tandoori chicken definitely has to be one of my favorite Indian dishes of all time. However, since there's a lot of fat in there, I can't always have it all the time. In today's recipe, we're going to be trying to combat that by using chicken breast, which has a lot more protein and way less fat than usual. And since this is Inspire Fitness, I thought it'd be a good idea if we could try meal prepping it for the week. So, let's get cooking up, guys. I absolutely love tandoori chicken, but it's really more of a cheat meal for me since there's so much fat in a single serving of it. Today's recipe will be focusing on making this dish a little healthier while sticking to the same authentic flavors you get from the dish. So the ingredient list will be down in the description below, so make sure you get everything before you start this recipe. We're going to be starting it off with 1.5 pounds of chicken breast, 6 tablespoons of fat-free yogurt, 1 tablespoon each of Garam Masala and Paprika, 1 or 2 tablespoons of Cayenne Pepper depending on how spicy you like it, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, salt and pepper to taste, a little untraditional but we got 1 tablespoon of honey, we got 1 whole lime, 1.5 tablespoons of Monkfruit Sweetner, and this step is very optional, but we got 2 to 3 drops of red food coloring for that really red color you tend to find on tandoori chicken. So first things first here, we gotta prep the chicken so that it can take the marinade better. By scoring the chicken, we allow the marinade to seep into little crevices that we made, which intensifies the flavor significantly. Chicken breast is pretty slimy, so marinades don't really stick that well to it. If you want that flavor deep within the chicken, then you gotta score it before placing it in. A little bit of prep work goes a long way for chicken breast. After we've prepped up the chicken breast, I actually like to season it before I add it to the marinade. This way we don't have to guess whether or not the chicken breast will be seasoned correctly, as you can really just season it like we normally would. The marinade just acts as a flavor enhancer to the foundation of a well salted chicken breast. This way you can be sure that you don't get a bland piece of chicken breast with notes of aromatic spices in there. Everything will be well salted and will have the spices to complement it. Now you just want the chicken to rest as we make our tandoori chicken marinade. Into a bowl, we're going to add in 6 tablespoons of fat-free yogurt, 1 tablespoon of garam masala, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon of paprika, a couple pinches of salt, a tablespoon of honey, and last but not least, we got a couple of drops of red food coloring in there. It might seem like the paprika and cayenne are enough to make it red enough, but it really doesn't do the trick. You end up with a brown and orangey chicken, but if you really don't care if it's red, then feel free to completely take out the red food coloring. We find it's totally fine to eat, and we have a YouTube channel, so we gotta go for that aesthetic food shot. Now you just want to put the chicken into a bowl, and we forgot to film it here, but you want to add in the juice of half a lemon here. Lemon tenderizes meat, which is much needed in something like chicken breast. Since the chicken itself is already seasoned, we don't need to worry here if the marinade is salty enough. The marinade is simply there to add the tandoori chicken flavors, while the salt is there to enhance those flavors. Let's rest the chicken in the marinade for an hour max, and then let's cook it up. Now let's get a cast iron pan or any pan that you really have, and let's get this cooking on medium heat. We added around a tablespoon of butter here since we felt that the chicken was a little too dry when we made this. If you're looking out for your fats, then feel free to omit the butter and just cook this on a charcoal grill like we did. Charcoal adds so much flavor without any excess calories. It really is one of the best things you can do if you're mindful of those fat calories. This portable grill works wonders for us. We'll make sure to put a link in the description below if you want to get one for yourself. If you're cooking in the pan, then 10 to 15 minutes should be perfect. If you're cooking on the grill, it depends on how hot your charcoals are, but you want to probably aim for 15 to 20 minutes since the heat can be a little bit unstable. So now let's get to plating up the dish. Either method you choose to cook up this meal results in a really juicy chicken breast. We filmed this on Tuesday and I've been eating these meals all throughout the week. These tasted exactly like the tandoori chicken that I get at my local Indian joint, and it's honestly so cool that I get to eat this for my weeknight meals. We filled this dish with our roasted broccoli recipe, which we'll put in the card above, and added around 150 grams of white rice. I think basmati rice with a little bit of garlic butter would be perfect here if you're someone who's looking to pack on some size, but we just used normal white rice since that's all we had. Play around with the recipe and adjust it to your own taste and preferences. That's the beauty of meal prepping, which is why it's so fun for me. Each of these meals came out to a whopping 52 grams of protein, 48 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fat, which comes out to a total of 402 calories per meal. This is honestly one of my favorite recipes on this channel, and it was really awesome to have this all throughout the week. If you're looking for recipes that we haven't featured on the channel, then make sure to check out our cookbook, which you can find on our website. It goes over how to become your own personal trainer and provides step-by-step information on how to get to your fitness goals. I just want to say thank you so much to anyone who watched these videos, and I'm so glad we can showcase healthy Asian recipes. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we hope to see you guys on the next one.